and then running a B exec where he dashed over to switch. Oh, and Jordan, he's read it and shut down his counterpart.
As soon as the alarm bot was broken, still looks like NRG don't want to slow down this hit, but still anchoring players to deal with. Apoth blind as a bat, and Derek dealt with towards the back. So an open plant now for them. NRG being able to get themselves into that post plant, but they've already lost control of the front section of the site. This is a fast re-clear, but Jorgamo, Nature right behind him, not too much util, but he spots out the shoulder, a couple of stray shots, not really doing the job.
It's actually the paranoia on Marved I'm looking at.
He's still holding it. As soon as they collect that contact, and he's going to send it flying, so it pushes them back for but a moment. Enough damage done, softening up all the targets. NRG definitely going to see that. Duelist players having poor performances if the setup isn't quite there, Victor.
Good awareness from Apoth. Victor dodged the recon, and Apoth still clears it.
Walkabouts all over the place here. Ethan seeking advantages. Pop flash underhanded.
One enemy remaining.
And that will seal it up. So the bonus round.
The read here is fairly obvious that they're going into a B split.
This flash is supportive util. I want to play off of it. A couple of sound cues being made as a high-low setup. NRG. One kill claimed.
30 seconds.
Dart rebounds just as his ult is sent flying, dashing forwards into the smoke as well revealed. All to be seen. Apoth only able to clean up so much more. This guy just on fire right now. Again, that supportive util, and their movement is just excellency. It's getting real dangerous here. It might even be a little bit scrappy. Too much to overcome. There was no exit strategy in the back of his mind. Superman is going to let loose the one smoke. The nade follow through. Up draft with the knives. No one really ready for it. Nature, though, will respond. Following through, all with the spray. Only claiming 2.
The rest of NRG should have been able to get the trade kill there onto Nature early on. And now Apoth with the ultimate. And Ethan is so perilously weak. Do you even commit the Hunter's Fury? They are going to.
Yeah, they're going to. They want to see if they can win this one round. And everyone does count at the end of the day here in December to leave it just out of crashes. Shot dart cleared away. Maybe he can get onto the angle, but it's already being stuck all the way here by Apoth. And the dodging and the juking. Right there, it's a double face. I'm just trying to take this one without any util to give away the timings, but 1 for 1. Apoth cuts it up close now to the corner. There is danger in this round, but maybe Derek can
Spike down,
earn his merit in this moment, standing down his ground with the nanoswarms to cut up some of the angles. NRG getting a move on now, flood him into the site. Derek, though, he's got that stalwart position out towards the back, and he's the last bastion of defense. The only necessary one, really, for EG here. For a bit of a mad dash now and scramble into these players. Doubled up Superman alongside it. Derek, he's going to provide that cover and fire. Just a hail of lead that's going to be raining down onto them, but NRG do get access eventually to the site. Barely with any time left. Hunter's Fury. One connection follow through. Can't quite claim the second kill, but they all line up. Derek! It's a masterpiece in motion. And now surely set up for the EG win onto the retake. Marved, Iceman, stands his ground, repositioned down into hell, but it's just being assailed from the position. Victor from the side, cleaned up with the trade. Punish them. Either on the extremities or in mid. Here we go, is fast though. Onto the half by that is a bit of a beef by Marv. I think he's trying to TP into his own smoke. Jorgamo ripping him to shreds right now with the outlaw buy. Heads up, knowing that the economy is going to be weak. Demon 1 though, surely not, no! Taken out, Bladestorm, refreshed but not even necessary. Delaying crashes, just trying to buy time for that win con that is Victor. Right from behind with the backstab now, has been watched for! What is that awareness, EG? They're tearing NRG to pieces. Picking up the weapons, I mean, one player back side, what can you really do? Crashes, got to overcome a mountain of obstacles.
But I don't think you have the full commit.
I mean, just sticking the full ult here. There's no need to set this one up. They don't know where these players are. Jorgamo's making a mockery of the situation right now, and it's all combined. NRG again, they're trying to get a move on here. Fast this util. It's all overwhelming here. But Demon 1, he was blinded up himself. He was supportive util or not. Again, I mean, it just... When you only have one direction, one speed you want to go into, of course EG are going to dismantle you.
Really nice play here, where it feels like a lot of it's...
And the first kill going away of Apoth in mid.
Apoth's just been on fire recently.
They've gone forwards here. Apoth is eventually going to get cleaned up. Smokes drop down here. Superman's worried about the re-flank.
Yeah, this pistol round, though, it was supposed to feel like an A split, but a lot of the players going through A main, and then Superman just stays for the backstab.
Superman hears the reload, he hears the door being broken. Out wide are all these players, missing a few shots. But Jorgamo is cleaning up the necessary elements. making sure that he's still active into this fight. And what a call by EG. I mean, dominating the smoke, taking up that position, overpowering the tree fight, just as NRG are flooding through. They have to worry about multiple directions, and they are overcoming the odds. 5 HPs forwards, though. This guy, relentless. It's not shying away from any sort of aggression. In fact, dashing all the way forwards. He's cut this up. Ethan, it's a miracle that he even got the two. Crashies is in the middle of nowhere, out wide. And so he will fall, toppled. Nature, though, aiming for the gun and just ends up falling for it and paying for it.
Just kind of post him up around the map. I feel really confident he's going to be able to hold them.
Would you go for the cut noise re-hit? Forwards. Jogamo is going to be really isolated away from the rest of his team. Updraft's over the available angle. Ethan spraying it through. Crashies as well. Just evading capture in the sideline. Or with the wraparound. So Demon 1 could get a bit more aggression now onto this angle. He still has the dash. What's going on there? How are these kills being found? Jogamo. Oh my. This guy's forwards now with the pace that he's taking this at. He's forcing out the ultimate, and NRG looking to really just salvage this operation. But they all go wide with the Hunter's Fury shots. It's a free plant for Derek.
This is the round that EG were looking for, to try to creep things closer to that mark of 13. They've got a massive player advantage.
I'm sure what the read potentially was here for him. Victor, he's so worried about a backstab occurring just from mid. He knows that Apop's going to be lurking around that position. Door finally broke him. But a smoke already propped up. Crashies.
Placing sentry. Destroyed.
Just praying away there with a spray, but yeah, this is... Got to call it quits. Another drone though with that damage done from the shocky. Dart, flash, re-clear, beautifully called. NRG. Got to mix things up like that, and it does disrupt this process by EG.
Scanning ahead.
Looks like you want to go fast though. Injection of that pace. Hunter's Fury trying to clear the way into the back of the site, but there's too many angles to really account for here. And EG aren't going to be able to get too much done. In fact, Jogamo wants to take it in a far more different direction. Can hit the transfer. Demon 1. Nasty reactions, even getting his ally back up onto his feet. Flanking attempt up and around Superman as he brought them an opening. He cracked open his side of the map, but already calling for the pivot.
Yeah, it was a great call by Superman. They cancelled that B hit really early on. And with him being able to find the pick, there is just enough time to pivot to the egg site and still have this in a decent chance for EG to win.
Superman needs more though. Needs way more than that! What's going on there? How the hell is he getting away with it? And they're just flooding the defenses. Any sense of a retake?
Were they trying to sync up some kind of updraft double swing? That was so poorly coordinated from NRG on the fly.
He missed a drone? I believe it, a shot didn't clear him though. Didn't clear him into the corner. So Victor does get the volley that was intended for him. He's going to be pushed back and away. Ethan also feeling the heat. It's been turned up. Wild now this play. Jogamo with the bucket in his hand. He's even dodged the flash. APM off the bloody charts from this guy. And now wants to pave the way. Committing one of the blades. We're moving away from that dart. Nades flying through and forwards. This is a site that's going to be gained now for them. And they're already getting that plant down. Demon 1. Take matters into your own hands here. A chance to really wrangle back Fate and Control. Crashies with the firing line. Making sure that nobody can really take it. Adjustments. Round away! Jogamo! Goodness me, man! What is that finish? Buying time for the reinforcements to arrive. Boombot broken just in time. Another flash as well. Good connection, but a blind fire. Who will be winning the day out? Looks like NRG for now. Nade rebounding. Beautiful. Nature out wide. It's very good in terms of the util. And it's found them disadvantaged position in a 1v3 for Apov. Victor's got his back towards him. But surely the angles are covered. Apov, now he wants to peek for it. Wants to make a go of it still. It's NRG with a pistol round win. So damn early. Tree blinded with the paranoia still. Rocket will get the job done. Messy finish there out towards Tree. Jogamo is feeling that heat. Has to let loose now with the boombot. It's led him directly into the target. Necessary kill with Mark falling. Satchel evading all the sights. Even farming up the orb in time. He's got his back online. Ult now available. And with the door switch, they hit this one and they want to go into a rapid approach once more. Ethan, only the one but one to stand. It's Demon 1. 1v3. You'd have to be precise and snappy with a lot of these shots. Haunt, one more layer to really overcome, and he can't quite land it. It's difficult.
Know that this commitment's got to come.
Aiden Dizzy though. Surely this clears the backside play. Apop's got a cage to play into it as well. Lit up Victor, going for another swing of things. You realize he wasn't really getting out of danger here. Calling for the pivot. NRG, fast now back through. Sees is a wonderful connection. That timing is elite right there. And Derek has locked them all into place. But you have to barrel your way through. It's brute force. It's the name of the game right now for NRG, and it's not good enough. EG, if you give up and concede that space.
I think that stun is really good, and what a shot from Marv.
Caught by the trip. Luckily, no one there to play off of it.
Yeah, quite lucky.
Marv's got a gun, though. This guy is just running all over them. Footsteps made, and he's caught the timing onto Apoff. Ult popped off and online, the Iceman himself. His team can't get it done. He certainly will. He is caught in all sorts of distractions.
What a ridiculous classic Marv play.
Breaking past his own limitations here. Dropped down to 73 health, but look at all the space he's created for them. The A side's theirs. And EG have to give it up. The round's over just like that.
Thanks, Wings.
They're not even going to go for it.
Just forced the hand of these EG players, but are backed away entirely. No detainment. Superman is taking out Demon 1. Marved. They're aware of the low possibilities, but again, he has to take matters into his own hands. Double face. Running him down now. Just trying to use the trips to slow them in their place, but where is the ending here for NRG? Is it towards B? Only 10 seconds remaining. It's EG. They are just plucking them apart. Unraveling the thread that is this round. Having to commit and stick this one, but there are no defense available. Not for Victor. Okay, rolling thunder over towards B. Instead, it's going to pave the way out through the baby door. No one can really stand their ground. Towards it, Jorgamo. Taking liberties. This man's feeling free right now. All the way over towards the side. And the transfer of a lifetime. Derek is doing the most for it, but maybe they can overpower their way back into the side. NRG 2v2. Maybe they can isolate this fight here. Snake bite. Mosh pit meeting the match. Superman. Need this kill onto him at least to try and make it a bit more doable. He's tucked close into the corner. Satchels are nice. Pushing them back and away. Victor. Okay, finding no value there, at least from the rocket, but it does at least get them access to the A site.
Absolutely, I think that's worthwhile. Demon 1 away from ult. Crashies, 1 away from ult. Kills here could turn things.
EG really quite fast. They need to clear out rubble. It's one of the things that they're quite concerned about here. Aftershock. Pushing them back, flip the switch, forcing Ethan towards the back of the site. Close quarters. So they're trying to do a bit of work here with the Stingers, and they're doubled up onto Heaven. Apoff. One and done there, traded out. NRG, they're finding value. Tucked into all these tight positions. And it's precision on display by Demon 1. It's an off angle. Might choose to just peek it here in forward cam. Seeing it now and hearing it. Footsteps rumbling forward towards him. Kills it to be found, and they are even out, at least on the side of NRG. The two can stand here to try and get this plant down over towards A.
I don't see how they're stopping Jorg.
Yeah, and here it is. Showstopper. Basically let the fuse burn out. You need a kill to be found. But it's Demon 1 who's dropped one player. The stand crashes. He's just being isolated. Locked down in a position, rooted. A tap. 6 seconds, and Derek faces. Has just put a bit of a pause into the round, but maybe firepower can do it. Lovely jump spot. Victor. It's just messing up the aim enough for his team to really get into the fight. Nade rebounding, will disrupt it again. This plan is going to be pushed back and away, and with Derek finding that one kill, the straggler crashes. He's supposed to be that late look, but an ult earned. Victor on the rocket into his hands, contacting slowly as he goes, and just about catching. So 2 to stand here into this retake. Do EG still want to make a go of things? Jorgamo finds a kill. It's a little bit messy. Bulldog doesn't make it a clean job, and so there's still some fight left for these EG players. They do want to make a go of this one. Hearing that reload up high, damage done to a multitude of targets, but it's NRG. Dodging everything. Now to Util Kitchen. Sing being sent at him, and they do eventually isolate it. Stunned up, Jorgamo still with a cage, fading away. Gives him that opening. Satchel forwards and around to the corner here. NRG not going to be given that easy access over towards the A site. They can't find these easy fights, these duels. Entirely in the way of EG. It's falling to pieces. In NRG's camp, they had all the weaponry. They had a big ult. Almost as good as a beginning as you could really hope for, but that flood defense of EG now has basically ramped it up nice and pretty, 6-6. Unless Marv can just go huge and nuclear, it's not likely though.
It's got 20 seconds left. It's an impossibility. The rest of the team just looking to focus on their defense half at this point, I think. Well wishes to Marv. Give it the best shot. And Jorgamo.
Triple faced up, Apoff. Oh, it could be under some immense pressure here. And still going to be chased down, but the backup arriving just in time. EG covering the retreat. And now the hard pivot over towards A.
Lovely dismantling of that pistol round strat by EG. They knew something was up. They held their ground, waited to bait out the response from NRG. Now they've got a 5v2 advantage.
I threw. Ethan wants to go fast with this one. Aftershock. Even a flash. Connecting but vulnerable to Ethan. It's back to all of them. It's the only chances for NRG into this pistol round to just go fast and loose and disrupt that plan as it was going down.
These are the kind of pistol rounds, by the way, where NRG will be so happy to take those kind of raw fights. They'll just think of themselves as better because they've achieved more in the past.
Whoa! Okay. Goop all over the place. NRG, they have the foothold. Surely just need to land these shots. They got the rifles in play. Still dealing with this one though, Apoth. That is a pesky moment from him. He's just catching those late lurks. Demon 1, leave it to him. A 1v3. He's got to worry about the flank. He's got to be worrying about his hard anchoring positions of these players tucked in every single position. That's nice though. Snappy. 6 bullets, down to just 3. 33 health as well. Making it just so damn unlikely. Nature, yeah, 1 bullet.
Late round reclears over towards rubble, which I think could be extremely effective.
Apoth again going for the same play.
Yeah.
NRG, I mean, yeah, you're on the half bar. You got to make some moves towards something, but again, you're never really going to be favored trying to take that fight.
No, it's so easy for the player to just tuck into this corner and then set up multiple people kind of facing you from both sides. It's really rare we see the defenders win those fights. But it's the desperation from NRG. They're now walking back out, but they're going to meet Apoth's trip. Can they apply enough pressure?
We'll see. Trip's broken onto the flank. There's a fast approach by NRG, and they are just trying to create that pressure, noise cues and sounds. Apoth stands up, just can't quite do it.
That's
These
big.
kills, yeah, flooding in the direction this time of NRG. Let's see if they can do a bit more damage.
Victor's been anticipated.
And Nature, it's already fast. Forwards, Victor! Strip the head clean off. Kill feed filled up entirely with green, and now Ethan can take his time alongside Marv. Forwards here with Derek on such low HP. That is a necessary round for NRG. Fall instead. Nightfall sends flying here with a paranoia and a nade. It's all being exchanged and lobbed on our even sides. Jorgamo just satches up to the high ground position and the smoke won't save you! Superman! Did he just stick the TB behind them?
He did, because they're on Nightfall. There was no audio cue. Superman, there's nothing personnel, kid.
I mean, that is just insanity!
What a play by EG. You got to see there what NRG are trying to do to hold on to that space. The fault line came through from B.
It's forced out of them. A lot of trips to deal with. Orbital strike as well. Stun, connecting rocket, let loose on either side. But it's only that even fight taken. NRG, it is that full investment. They got to come up with a win here. They're calling a pause now into this round, letting it loose here with the tap of Jorgamo, Aftershock, Molly, all sent forwards here.
That's good denial of the plant utility. And
30
NRG are going to be
seconds
set up here to go for either a flood or a set retake with the Thrash.
This is tough, but they're still worried about a flank occurring. And it is tough, isn't it? With only 17 seconds remaining into this round here. Jump spot of Derek. He will get the acknowledgement. There's a player holding his position up towards heaven. Thrash needs to be broken, detained. It catches. And now kills need to be found on the EG side here. But for NRG, they're feeling it. There's blood in the water. They're making their way all the way forwards. The bait and switch. And the rifles singing true, landing onto all the targets. Every single mark. They're contacting back up through this. Demon 1, he's overextended his hand. It's feeling like he has to make a play off of this one now for NRG. Them two feeling it. What a call to make. The right pauses into the moment, playing off the flashes. Overwhelming the EG positions. Everybody was blinded up.
That takes guts to call for that play, when all of their pushes out through B main have failed up until that point. From the pistol through to this round, the coordination there from NRG after they took the pause was looking good, but Derek's going to try to fire back. How could he possibly isolate the ones, though?
Yeah, I mean, they're all grouped up. Makes a nice go of it. I will have to admit. The plant, nades, forwards. This is Victor. He's been sent flying, trebuchet right into the sight. It's NRG now not messing around with the pit. He's going to be covering this one into the post. Is he going to be stretching far enough? Aftershock. Ethan, hesitancy in terms of which part of his util and kit to really utilize in this moment. Satchel's pushing him back and away. Crashies onto the defuse. Anything to stop this? Anything to stop this? The gunfight's won! And it's all wrapped up. Ability. Derek's position is so damn tenuous. Repositions forwards, last two bullets not finding it. Jorgmo with the rocket flying. Ethan found no stun connection. Jorgmo's still there, but now flushed out into the open once more. And the nades are good and the util better. NRG this time gaining that ground, scaling forwards. Pop trying to get cheeky with it. Nature swings, orbital strike, but Demon 1 sticking. It's cleared out the position, 7 bullets, 3 left. Demon 1 with a tap, half already earned. Nature, no way! Sprinting right behind him, the detainment. A slight catch and collision, at least with the rocket. Victor brings him down, but it's been the pivot all along. Superman takes us all out there with a yacht fighting forwards. Jorgmo seeing it, and the kills are collected. Crossfire setups with all of these rifles. Victor stands his ground, keeps his cool, avoiding the damage, but cannot win the fight out. For Crashies now, all leaving it to Marv. Iceman in the clutch, but this is a little bit too much. These post-plant positions, impossible to dislodge EG from it. This is going to be them up to 12. Inevitable at this point. Little bit scrappy, little bit messy.
On these lurk timings.
Flash, dodged out. Lovely with the aim and a reset, but a bit of a bait and switch. Crashies doesn't alert himself to his presence, finally swings for the kill.
Marv's setup's been broken over towards C, and EG are in. A 3v4 to close things out and win the series.
To bring it all the way to OT, Marv. Full wraparound here, seeking to clear out these positions. Yeah, just waiting for the body. Neural theft now. Give them the information they were looking for, but again, it's that mound plant. Marv's position here is essential. He needs either kills or distraction, enough to try and get NRG in. They have taken that space out towards the site. Victor is hard pressed though. Wingman onto this plant as well, not being broken. It's a lovely smoke to cut up these angles, and it's all placed. Perfection in the making here for NRG. The way they played that one in the retake.
End B.
Sees nade again. That's possibility. Yep. Sees catching Victor. Fully isolated away from that fight. At least with the cam to tag him, he's going to be backed away for a moment. Now over towards A. Guess what? Superman's time to shine. He's the one locking this one down in a slight off angle. They don't anticipate it. Flash. It's beautiful. All sorts of util being used to great success for EG. And there it is. Going to be compromised, but they're going to be ready onto the ankles. Mouth. He lets it loose with the fire. Demon 1 quick to take him, and they don't realize Heaven's compromised. Jorgmo backs against it. Satchel away. Ethan collects it.
3v3 though, and as things calm down, EG are locked out of the B site. Nature has space, repositions the orb to try to open this avenue for the rest of his team. But it's going to be a little slow before Superman and Derek can get here. And Nature's trying to make it as safe as possible, but he can't cover everywhere at once. And these NRG players are sneaking through to heaven.
They're already down to the side. The silent drop down of Victor. In position, ready to strike. Ethan, util at hand, fault line forwards with the satchel, didn't connect with the stun. Matters not. Still with the kills. And a flash forced to be dodged. Derek, he can't set his crosshairs onto the likely target. Nature is here to do so much more, but there's no easy options. They have the knowledge, surely at the back of their minds.
30 seconds
have to worry about the late lurk, but they can keep a lot of bodies anchored, rooted into place and position. Derek with the dizzy dealt with. Nature instantly there, swinging out wide. Derek seeking it, breaking it apart into pieces. Like a whirlwind, man. EG plays his life, tucks himself forwards. Nature's there. Dizzy's broken. Just not really finding any easy finds with the satchel forwards. They have paved the way, at least the direction that NRG can take this into the retake. Apoff inside the cage, winning out his ones, but it's just one man. What can you do? Not a lot. Stun, at least the connection. Jorgmo's way ahead of it though with the C still. TP forward, Superman. He's dealt with. Jorgmo, he falls. And Marved from behind with a dagger in his hand. Apoff doing a decent amount of work, but you need even more than that. What feels like the first time in ages, NRG. But this surely setting themselves up now. One round ahead, taking the lead in this map. Best opportunity they've really had.
Derek gives away where he's positioned and takes a rocket for it.
The spectator seed crashes. Biding, waiting, and what a play he could make.
There's nobody
You
else
replay
coming.
it down, you could even it up. There is no one else coming, but he might just be waiting for it entirely. No call-outs.
The longer it waits, the more chance for Crashies to potentially mess this one up.
And there
he
it
takes
is.
it.
Does take it. The easy shot finally. So it is 4v4. Victor, a lot of damage done for him. Being pressured by that Prowler and now near-sighted, blinded, forwards. Already taking a space with a seize. Flick to the side. Victor, he's isolated down just to the raw aim aspects and he's got backup. Arrived in time here. Ahead of the flashes though. Ethan can't claim the kill. Still, they're falling to pieces. For EG, it all leans and relies on Apoff. But look at the awareness of Crashies. He's already ready to contain, already to put a stop to it. And Derek in a 1v3. We've seen clutches from him, but for NRG, that grueling finish right to the line. They win it out, and they earn their extension in the series. The Cage actually has locked this one up, but up and over and around, Ethan.
Down A.
It's the one there. In fact, NRG are willing to just hold the ground. Good defensible positions. Apoff being red there, just trying to absorb up that space towards mid.
That's a lovely pistol round strat. Reading the EG finish on A perfectly. Cage there for Ethan to play inside too. A trip. Now for a little bit of contact. And they know exactly where Derek and Nature both are.
There should be no chances, really.
One enemy
Sending
remaining.
out a lot of that util. Victor takes the contact. Just holding on to the TP just in case. How does that get value? Crashy falls to it.
That's over the top. I mean, that just puts a lot of pressure on the player.
Was it spam damage and just a little bit of a
I think he got
follow-up
stuck.
with a grenade?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he got stuck in the corner.
We'll find out, I'm sure, in the replay. Just losing track of things. Onto the high ground, angle, dropping down, shot fired. Possibly hearing his rotations marved. Great time to take some risks and matters into his own hands. Sets up the one way. Find time for the rest of them to start flooding right back into things here. With a paranoia, it's hard to really just clear out Marv from this spot and position NRG. A bonus round conversion here would be electric.
And a disaster for Evil Geniuses. They had such a great opportunity in this round. They're taking back control early, and Apoff beefing the fight against Demon One, who only had a Guardian.
You don't want to see it like that. 24 seconds.
Another 1v3 for a different player to try to pick up.
There's only one option you can go for. If you want to play to your outs, it's the A site. Has to be one out. Magnetic to the head, but again,
10
it's Marv to deal with, it's Ethan to deal with. Running away, right out of there. I think things are up. Yes, he does. Got that awareness, and even going to be claiming the kill.
Just a bit too obvious when the boombot gets broken there.
Hard stick there from the ult to just try and reinforce that B side. Expecting to be way faster from it. Flash is excellent. They've already taken and occupied up mid-control. Market is theirs. And so is the round at this point. Team 1 and Crashies would have to go massive to stand a chance. They have mid-control. Apoff
One enemy remaining.
slipping around out of their sight lines here, weaving in and out, dodging and juking. It's going to be insane, surely. It's a long-range flash! Jorgamo! My God, man! Can't be doing it to him like this. Crashies still going to be alive and kicking out towards the elbow angle. Potential for him to be cleared up. Neural theft. They're going to see this one as a heavy, heavy over-rotation. And Superman does have his ult for a pivot. In case he spots it. Would love to see him execute onto this one here, but they're not calling for a pause into the round, and that could be to their own demise! Rolling Thunder, it has to tear through it, but it leaves it to Crashy in that 1v2 lit up. And a neural theft, double phase! And not able to do it.
Could be money.
Could be excellent, could be money, but Jorgamo is the one. He's coming up with tons of it for his team. Marved, overstaying his welcome. He just cannot evade it, cannot escape it. Jorgamo running rampant right now.
You can see that NRG realize from a big picture, macro perspective, losing B main control is devastating for them. So they're trying to fight it in a number of different ways. But Nature just unloads breach utility to set up Jorgamo, and that's enough.
Yeah.
NRG have tried tucking Ethan behind the box. They've tried Demon One taking that early line.
The rifles, nade. Flying forwards, locks off that one shot, but they've already taken top. Mid-control! It's ripped away from them!
Player standing.
The round's over!
It's done! Victor left, looking at the fallen pieces, wondering how it went so badly for NRG.
I mean, even I was caught unaware by the fact that, they were fighting over Boba.
And Victor just kind of wants to keep the gun online. Demon 1 and Marv's credits are so weak, and he's not going to keep it, is he?
Not. Out through B main as well, and they have lost at least sight and direction of where this could be possibly landing. Kill trip, be damned. I mean, Superman's the one who's just taken names off the server, crossed them off the list.
What a crunch there into market. And all the utility was excellent. The fault line even coming through from Nature, through from B main. That area of the map just allowing his breach to have so much impact on the split.
Rolling Thunder, it's the knife that forces it out early. Martin wasn't caught by it. Not catched by the stun, and this man could make all the difference. Rooted into position, he's got to try and defend this site away from them. That reposition again with the stun in his face. Adjustment barely there by Superman. Doubled up though into the back of the side, and NRG have got to do work now. Putting in the business and winning this out into the neutral team, but one doesn't get anything. Crashies still alive here, but Apar brought down. Spammer by Killed Entertainment wins it.
And they're going to go for a brutal finish.
In terms of how well they've been able to grab them, a lot of util's going to be used here to just push them back, but it does not catch Jorgamo. He sits nice and pretty onto the high ground angle, even with that nade rebounding.
Spike planted.
Not enough
Not
with the
quite.
debt. Yeah, it doesn't stop the plant from going down.
Victor's in a lurk position, and Nature looks like he might get caught here.
Nature is so unaware that he's just really being pushed and assailed on his position. NRG, it all works into the favor of them. Superman turns into a 1v3. But look at the hurdles to overcome. Hello, isolating fight. Found TP into the smoke. Slight direction, misdirection, crashes. He just holds it down and bides his time, knowing the right time to strike is there. Been looking from NRG. That's a nice one for Apar, but
This is good.
This is going to be used to clear it out. So the re-clear late of B main.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things, I highlighted it earlier on, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. I feel like Ethan's calling is generally to go away from where the defense is fighting and try to find the weak area instead of contesting that space. And so that's what I've got my eye on. This time, EG pushed up 2 players into B main and they re-cleared that spot. I'm not sure whether they knew those 2 players were that deep until Victor died. But that's the kind of round that I'm looking for. You can't always react. Sometimes you got to brawl.
Just take the fight to them. I mean, NRG should have the confidence to do that. It feels like that's almost just their motto when it comes to us, a team. So expecting that they'd win a lot of these outcomes. Ethan, well on his way to that ultimate now, farming up all these easy eco kills for EG.
Gonna get the ace?
Maybe even trying to give it to him, yeah. Ethan swinging wide, and there it is. Hyper power ace. In and out of the smoke, just trying to dodge all the available flashes, and NRG looking to take backside control. This time, it's overwhelming. Stuns up though, still can't quite claim it. Ethan follows through, finally there. But EG have that player advantage. Them finding Victor into mid, and now it does put the onus onto a player like Ethan once more. Spotted, jump spot and a flash as well. Ethan dodging and ducking away, crashes. Picks up the upgrade, but he's getting a move on here. EG are not necessarily fast onto their approach either. There's definitely going to be some time being bought for him. With the mosh pit, can definitely seek to delay. It's spotted, sees the shoulder, kills. Found on the side of EG though. Its way through onto the side, Apop being caught here as well. So we run up that util to try and stop them in their tracks. Jormo going wandering into mid.
It's supposed to be a fake.
Broken traded, and yeah, the fake will be paying off. I mean, Ethan might have just done all the work for them anyway. Derek, forced out of position there, just from the wingman, and they're going to be calling for the rotation back over towards B. He's realized that he's got the sight for his team. Nature, openings and chances, but denied.
And this is one of those rounds where the mid-rounding from NRG looks sublime.
Just tightening up the mistakes from Ascent. Well, as I say that... Okay. And here has a cage to play through and around, and there it is, kill trip in order. Haven't quite gained a sight. Plan's going to be disrupted, I believe, from the aftershock, and anybody just seeking to claim that space and scale up deep, it's going to be denied the chances. Dizzy, forwards, Apop connecting, but a rocket from behind. It's all done and dusted. Marved, he dominates the smoke angle, but this is a hell of a round to overcome. 1v3, Spike dropped out into the open, only 15 seconds to do it. Again, He'd have to be the miracle maker, and he doesn't land the initial shot. Enough for EG to want to try and defend this. Nade rebounds forwards here with the door opening wide as EG putting that squeeze on, so they do defend that weapon, but NRG have got themselves into the post plant with Demon 1's ult earned. They're going to roll in thunder this one, cutting them all the way up, pushing into the smoke, rocket unleashed, but a kill still found. Jorgamo is doing the most. Thrash defended, detained, and now it all lies on Derek. Holding the position on the ground once more. Again, you can see and hear that spike is ticking away. But the options just running out, running short and shy of the mark. Derek can't get the kill. Weaving backwards and forwards. Final moments will do it! The half-by conversion. He might be able to catch this timing. Spotting it. Yeah, with the shots at least. Was that good adjustment from Jorgamo? Running down the position. Victor is going to be this nuisance now that they have to clear out.
And the longer he stays alive,
look at this guy.
the easier it becomes.
It's so annoying.
EG doing a good job here, though, of pushing him back and committing forwards. Can they find a timing before Victor can be useful?
They might be playing this with enough pace. You're right. First wave of util, though, sent flying. If they didn't do it, the guns definitely would. Spamming all those angles. It's appropriate. NRG know exactly how they're going to be winning it. Caught. Haven't cleared main, though. Could be a blessing in disguise for them, especially when that ult pops off, because all the heads have turned around. Distraction plays abound. And it all leads down to Victor. It's a spammable angle and position, but he needs to get lucky with a few more shots than that. Jorgamo chasing him down, running him down. Demon 1, he's the one who's just been encroaching on his position over towards A. It's all about the push and pull and the fake, but he's seen the rifle, the barrel, betrayal in motion.
Yeah, and I apologize, I was saying Victor, that's Demon 1, of course.
Yeah, spraying it and praying with it. The blinds just immaculate.
Particularly threatened.
That's a big one. That's huge. This is what they needed. I said it would take a miracle. Thrifty wins, which, listen, NRG have been able to grab him, but he's opening kills. Flexing on him with the mechanical ability.
NRG are trying to keep it cautious at this spot, making sure that they don't get caught by Derek or Nature. These two initiators, they saw them at the start of the round over towards A.
30 seconds left.
Mark spotting them both in mid now.
Full close in the face, fault line stunned, avoided. Now with the paranoia as well. Oh no. Be any sort of follow-up. Nice little pre-fire onto the corner. They do take up market control, but they've got a lot to clear if they want to really make a go of things.
And only a single seize for EG expended to try to clear out somebody aggressive.
There's one spot. Nade to stop them from pushing up close. And onto the spike just in case they get on top of it. Mosh pit as well for the next layer and level to the game plan. NRG. They can't be dislodged from this position right now, and EG have realized it.
What a round.
Along with that, the rocket sent flying away! What is that? It's a season to the aftershock combination! And a foul one at that!
Potter's pulled deep into the playbook for that one coming out of the tack timeout.
Ludicrous stuff, man. I mean, EG conditioning like they're fighting aggressively for most of the time. Marv is going to make the adjustment. He's got the spike into his hands, but he's got to deal with Ape with the reload. To bait and switch pulling out the util. Spike now being planted. One chance, one opportunity. Running away. There's a mockery around in this situation. There's no way he's going to be able to rotate all the way. 40 seconds. He has the time for a bit of bait and switch. Forwards again with a TP. Might just be overcooking it. Smelling a bit burnt. And with a kill collected, EG get up to 12.
Well, willing to go for it.
Demon 1's clearing it. No, it's a half clearance. No fifth now with the phone line off his contact. It's supportive util to make sure that he can try and stay alive. The shots are missing. Entirely going wide. And EG can sense it. It's the precipice. At the fingertips, the tip of the tongue, whatever you want to call it. Hunting out these players and these kills.
Ethan's taken a lot of space, but he's got almost no health to work with. I don't see how NRG are pushing this across the line.
And there's such good awareness. Jorgamo already sending the boombot forwards just to clear out that space. Ethan, he has to group up and double up. The player disadvantage, a health disadvantage, a gun disadvantage. NRG on the verge of losing this one, and EG, they know it. Time to strike is now. Sees, push them back and away. Ethan, eager to take this fight. Jorgamo's alone, and he's found it. And now is the time to be cool, calm, and collected. EG, bring it to one. Marv's the Iceman